Action. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the YouTube channel. We are here today in the middle of nowhere on some lovely private land where you can put your bike on this beautiful stand without a helmet, just like I did. So today we're going to talk about the things that I have on my TE300. A little bit of a bike check video just to show you basically all the main components that you would want on your hard enduro bike, and some of the things that you might really not need to spend the money on if you are going to get one of these bikes. So the first thing we'll talk about, we'll go with probably one of the most important things is the wheels, or should I say the tyres, because that's the main thing that is going to be on the ground when you set off on this bike. So I'm running the Plus Grand Prix on the front in a 90/100 21. With this tyre, I run a 1990 21 mousse just to give it a bit of a softer feel. It's quite plush in that tyre actually. Tyre is quite a sticky tyre, it's a really good compound. I'm really happy with that. And then coming to the rear, I have the 140 80/18 Tough One, also a Plus tyre, really good. I have a 120 drilled mousse in there, nice soft compound. Oh yes, oh yes. So that's a really good setup for your tyres. Probably the main thing you want to get set up straight away, especially when it comes to your mousses, so you're not getting punctures and you're getting the ultimate grip on the old traction out on the trails, making you look. That mousse will make you look like a better rider. What should we go with next? Oh yeah, so making sure you've got a strong sprocket and chain block, especially if you're going to do hard enduro. So I run Super Sprox and TM Designs chain block. On this bike currently I've got 1246 gearing, but I'm actually changing it because of the reason I've hurt my hand. I'm going to put a 48 on the back, so I'm going to be 1248. Yeah, it'll be really short gearing on the new 24, but that's where it needs to be because second gear just really doesn't have that bottom end. Moving through the bike this way, talk about Footpegs. On these new 2024 bikes, the peg is actually, I believe, a little bit further back, but again, really good standard peg. This is my second set. They're maybe not the strongest peg, so like on my previous bikes I run 5 down 5 back Raptors, which are really good, but on this bike the frame is a lot different and I found that the standard pegs feel really good. I haven't tested Raptors yet, that's why I bought another set of standards, because I do like the feel. Don't try and change something that feels good already, I'd say. Go to pipe, obviously we'll walk around the bike, get to this angle. We have got standard 24 pipe. I mean, I did this the other day, but other than that it's in absolute mint condition and the bike's over 40 hours. So that's a really good standard pipe. Obviously most people want to put an FMF on there for a bit more performance, but that's done me really good. Rear pipe, standard. As you can see, it's got bent a little bit. Did that all in the same crash. It just needs a bit of a stand and a pull. At the back as well, coming into the back wheel again, you've got rear disc guard, probably one of the most important things you want to put on for a bit of protection. Everyone needs brakes when you're about to go down a big hill, believe me, or even when you're about to go over something and you need to fucking get that bike compressed to get over. So disc guard's majorly important. Moving forward, billet, clutch casing. That's absolutely essential for hard enduro. You wouldn't believe how many people come through to the shop saying, I've broke the casing. I go, spend the money and get a billet one, and then a month later they're at the shop again because they didn't, and they're buying a billet one second time round. Brakes, just standard brake tech on the back. I do have a Brembo replacement, but I just thought I don't need to change it because my back brake is actually really good. Suspension, I have a standard suspension set up by RSS. He's put a K-Tech rear bladder kit on it. This actually did 35 hours stock and ran absolutely mega. Literally couldn't complain with it, but as they do, they get worn in, got tired, so it was time to upgrade. So literally 6 hours ago this got done, and I can't believe how unreal it is once that bladder kit got added as well. Moving forward on the bike, we've got X-Trigs triple clamps, standard offset. I don't like to go any fancy thing. Standard works for me really well. I have my forks through quite a lot, just over 3, just over the third marking. See there, just over. That works really well for me. Standard on the new Huskies is the, either people call it the Husky Evo bar, or it's the Husqvarna stock like MX bar, but it's now the stock Enduro bar as well. Coming from like Billy set the bar for this, Billy set this bar basically mainly for Enduro, and now everyone's seemed to transition over to it, and it's working really well for everyone. So yeah, standard stocker bar. I'll do the seat cover before I go any further forward, because otherwise I'll forget about it. One gripper seat, absolutely beauty. I never run one of these before I got this bike, and I wouldn't run anything else now. It actually works really well. Coming around the front of the bike, we'll keep coming. Kenjuro's on the cam, by the way, so thank him for coming out to film this video for me. Kenjuro on YouTube, shout him out, tag him, do all the bits. Down here by the front pipe we have a Samco hose over the original hose, just because it's really close to the pipe. That's a good upgrade you can have. And then if you can see in here, I've got nets over my radiator guards, just to stop the shit building up, and so I can keep my bike nice and cool. Another one whilst we're on with bikes keeping cool, everyone always tells me my bike's overheating, and I say, you got a fan on it? They say, no, why would I need one of them? You need a fan on a bike. Even if it don't come with a fan, you need a fan. No matter what, put a fan on your bike. Pull strap, pull hard. As you can tell, this one's not been used that much this year because I've not really been doing that much racing. Again, standard fork on the front, that did 35 hours as well. I actually did, I think, 20 hours, and the seals went. Put new seals in it, got to 35, and then I thought it's time to get it set up properly. Moving, spin it that way. On the front brake we have this Brembo caliper, absolute beauty. I took the brake tech one off because it was just getting spongy, and if you all know me, you know I love a stoppie. So that has to come off. I've actually bent my disc. Yeah, it's so stiff there now. Oh, there we go, and release. Oh, stiff. You can see it pushing the caliper. So I've got to order a new disc. That's actually been bent for like so long, but it's not bent at a point where you lose your brake or anything. The brake still works really well, so that's why I've not changed it. Got ODI lock-on grips. I've actually had these on since new. It's the soft ones. So these grips have actually done 41 hours. 41 hours them bad boys have done. And do you know why they've done that, ladies and gentlemen? Because of these S3 hard enduro bar ends. These are actually on our website and will save you boys and girls £1 million in grips. On this side we've got the 9mm master cylinder, Brembo of course. Absolute beauty. If you want to start riding hard enduro trails and actually keep up with the big boys, then you need a 9mm master cylinder putting on. I've still got the standard start stop button. Does need changing to a normal one on and off here. The only reason I've not done it is because I've got this little map switch here that I don't even use, so that's going to get taken away. But because that's there and that's there, I just like my bars quite tidy, so that's the only reason I've not changed anything there. Obviously got front disc guard on the front, which I will change out for a carbon one, obviously because my disc is still bent behind that one. So we won't go into that too much. I've got to say on these new 2024 bikes though, the plastic that they're made with definitely isn't the same as the plastic they made previous bikes with, because it's so brittle. I just don't know what they're even making it out of now. Essential to your hard enduro career: S3 bunker hard enduro bash guard. That will save your frame from getting dinted, and believe me, you've got a standard bash guard on there. When you come to look at your frame after 20-30 hours and you go to change your oil, you're going to have big dents in your frame, no matter what anyone tells you. You'll have dents in your frame if you ride hard enduro. And I think that's pretty much it. I haven't really changed that much on the bike. It's just a stocker basically. I've just been doing little upgrades. If something breaks, I upgrade it. The bike rides so good and it's so soft. And then it's so soft, but when you wasp it on, it just makes such a big difference. Trying to think if I've not missed anything. Oh yeah, that's it. Come here. So as you can see, my fuel is red and there's no oil place to fill the oil pump. I've got a nice little Bedsy's Bikes logo on there. You can't really see it now because it's a bit scratched. So this is a TBI, and you can run TBIs now on premix. You just have to buy oil pump delete a little bit, resell it. That you take it all out, take the oil pump off, everything, and where the oil pump clicks in, you click the oil pump delete. It's just like a little plug to think the bike's still got it on. It did recommend that you run 60mm 2-stroke to 5 litres, but I went out and bike started doing a bit of tingy. So I got it running 80mm to 5 litres and it runs absolutely spot on. Subframe, for anyone asking, it is so much stronger than the last one. Just the back box that the plastic's in for the air filter and stuff like that, that's where it weakens. So they've strengthened that and weakened that, so no matter what, you're buying something anyway. Anything else I can think of? Can you think about, Ken?
No.
Yeah, I think that's it really. Sag. If you've got to set your sag on your bike, I run quite a bit of sag just because I like being over the back of the bike. I'm not one of the tallest, but other than that, this bike is absolutely insane. You know what I mean?
People might ask what hours you do your piston on, Steve.
Oh, what hours? To be fair, with us, ride a bit harder. I mean, depending on how much you're going to kill it, I'd probably do it between 60 and 80 hours, always. And if you've got an oil pump on, make sure you always do your oil pump with your piston, because you don't understand how many ones we've seen in the shop where they've just come in happy as Larry, just yet do what I do with piston, 75 to 80 hours doing the oil pump, literally take the barrel off and it's just scored as fuck, where the oil pump has been intermittent and it just keeps failing. So that's a big one. So yeah, other than that, definitely my kind of bike. You need to, on these new bikes as well, make sure you're always checking your spokes. See, that one's come loose already. I hadn't actually rode this since I was at Red Bull. I was up in Newcastle doing all the test riding for them with Billy's new event, the Time Ride, which is on the 3rd of August. If you're not going to be there, you're missing out. You want to be there because it's going to be absolutely insane. Billy, Johnny, all the guys from G2F Media, Dougie, Jake, they've all put so much effort into this event and it's going to be absolutely epic. It's actually free to come down and watch, so why wouldn't you miss it? Nice weekend in Newcastle, on the Toon, having a party. We'll all be partying after it, so make sure you're there. But if you've enjoyed this video, make sure you're slapping that like button, subscribe button. You don't understand how much it helps the channel. And all these parts that I've mentioned on my bike you can get on our website, which is www.bedsysbikes.co.uk. Obviously I've not done a riding vlog for the last week or so because when I don't know if you've seen Johnny Walker's vlog, I had a crash there and I actually broke a little bone in my hand here. Stupid fall. But anyway, I hope you've all enjoyed the video. Thanks all for watching and I'll see you in a bit.